Good day, everyone! So for today's video, I'm going to interview my sister, Diane May Cordova, for our subject, Nstp. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, so my name is Diane Cordova. I'm Sharon's elder sister, and in this video I'd like to introduce myself to you so you'll have a better idea of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So I'm 23 years old. I just graduated back in 2019, and what I do for a living is I'm in the recruitment and staffing industry. So I'm currently working as an executive recruiter, and I mostly supply candidates in different countries, mostly in the United States. So may it be accounting services, digital marketing, IT, life sciences, and so on. I've done that. And yeah, on a day-to-day basis, I just like to watch K-dramas, and this 2022, I also just finished reading a book in one sitting. So that's me.
First question is, how is life on quarantine days?
So life during quarantine has been hard at first, especially during the onset of the quarantine back in March 2020, because I got laid off on my job in the casino because I worked as a casino dealer back in 2019, and because of the pandemic I got laid off all of a sudden. So it was really hard, but as time passed by, I think it was 6 months that I was able to cope up with that. So after all, it wasn't so bad for me because I was able to learn about myself a bit more, and I was able to overcome the challenges that I've had.
What is it like to be an adult?
What is it like to be an adult? I think that's a tough question because I don't wanna tell you that it's a harsh reality, because it's not that it's harsh, but I would just say that life isn't that easy, and it isn't just, all rainbows when you actually graduated. But what I can tell you is all you have to do is not get the best grades in school. It's definitely not measurable in that, but what you can do right now that you're studying is to take all the knowledge that you can and learn from your teacher, whatever it is that you can take, so that you can bring those learnings into the real world and use those knowledge to be a successful professional, not just mentally but physically, emotionally, and just holistically, so you can survive the adulting world.
How about any tips and tricks to be productive every day?
Any tips to be productive? I actually got this from my boss, or our CEO. She mentioned that it's best to own your journal and then write at least 5 things on your to-do list. You can start by doing things that you think you are most likely to do, because if you start to write things that are almost not impossible to be accomplished, it could be hard. So I'd suggest, especially this new year that just came in, I started by doing my top 10 New Year's resolution that I think I could do. And then little by little, I'm also writing things that I'm grateful about before I go to bed. It also helps me get to know myself more, and also remind me of the things that I have and that I should be grateful for. So I guess to sum it up, just make sure to have realistic goals first. It's not important that it's grand or it should be big, but it should be realistic. So little by little, you have to write down your goals, and then say just working out, you can start by doing it for 10 minutes and then 15 minutes. It doesn't necessarily have to be 2 hours right after that.
Okay, so my last question for you is, in 23 years of existence from this world, any life advice that you will give to your audience or for me?
So in my 23 years of existence, I'm always sharing the knowledge that I'm learning to my younger sister every day or whenever I can. So if I were to share one one thing to you all. It's to make sure to learn from your experiences and to not take everything for granted. To make sure that you have a strong willpower, because that's what's gonna make you get through life or through the challenges of life. Life is definitely not easy, but that's more the case that you have to be tougher. You have to embrace your flaws, because it's definitely normal to make mistakes, because we are all humans. So it's important that you know that, and that you know your strengths and weaknesses so you can work on them. It's not important to be perfect. What's important is to make sure that you're doing small progresses each day to become the better version of yourself, because at the end of the day, you're in not in a competition with anybody else but yourself. That's all. Thank you. I hope you liked the talk.
Thank you so much, Nanay.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.